Manny Diaz, yes, Manny Diaz, could be staying right here in the state of Florida, right here in the city of Miami. I'm talking about FIU. There's some smoke around it. Don't know how that's gonna play out, but let's talk.
Hammer game! Hammer, yeah, baby, let's go! Yeah! Hammer game! Hammer game!
We always hit the nail on the head.
Hammer game! Hammer game! Hammer game!
Yo, so I'm here with my boy Garcia, the future of the Miami Hurricanes. Mark my word, I said that.
What's going on? Go Canes!
Yes, sir. All day, every day. So as you guys know, it's official. Manny Diaz has been fired. It's been official for a couple of days now. Now, Mario Cristobal has already been introduced as the head coach. And today, Thursday, Dan Radakovich should be announced as the athletic director. Yes, from what I'm hearing, pen has touched paper. It's official. Press conference and all that good stuff should be coming pretty soon. You know, timing on it, don't quote me on it, but yes, Dan is our AD, the guy from Clemson. Yes, from Clemson. Now, staff-wise, there's a lot of buzz around the name for offensive coordinator. Of course, Joe Brady. You know, Joe Brady was a part of the LSU staff with the 2019 championship team. He went on to the Carolina Panthers, which he was recently released. And now, from what I'm hearing, is almost a done deal to the University of Miami. We'll see how that play out. It's not official yet or anything like that, but it has been reported and there's a lot of buzz around it. So we'll see how that goes. Also, the Ruiz family are still making their proposal. They're still making their stadium committee team. I'm sorry. So names on that list, one of you guys' favorite, Jimmy Johnson, of course, one of my favorite also. So, you know, this stadium talk has been getting a lot of buzz. A lot of you guys are saying that there's no way in hell that they're going to make a stadium. They're going to have a stadium in Coral Gables. The ins and outs is crazy. The spot that I was hearing was they would knock down Coral Gable High School and put up the stadium there and build Coral Gable High School up from the ground up, you know, brand new, all out of the pocket of the Ruiz family. So we'll sit back and we'll watch how that plays out. Now, you know, if you're building a stadium or anything like that and it does come to be true, then, you know, it's not going to be built overnight and it's not going to be like, oh, 2021, we're in a new stadium. No, it wouldn't be that. It'll be a process. But nonetheless, those are being put out also. Now, Wesley Bassane, a couple of other guys, Wesley Bassane, as you guys know, just committed to the University of Miami. Florida State is pushing for a second in-home visit with his kid. They're not giving up quite as yet, but hopefully, you know, the kid is really locked into Miami and he don't fall for that fake momentum that Florida State coming down here to preach. You know, as you guys can see in the off season a little bit, they had kids throwing down the U like Marvin Jones and you know, Wesley Bassane. But we'll see how that develops. Now, staff, strength and conditioning coach. I'm not even going to put this guy's name in it because you guys should already know who he is. Let's just say he got a mustache with a twirl in it, you know, strength and conditioning for Mario Cristobal, of course, over when he was at Oregon, is coming down to Miami. Yes, you know, the guy with the, go look, listen, if you haven't been on Twitter, if you haven't been on Facebook, if you hadn't been on any social media platform, you're missing out on a lot of information. These things come out every single day, and most likely Twitter the first spot that it hits. Shout out to Footballville, shout out to Miami Flow. Those guys put out the information quick, fast, and in a hurry, so you might want to go follow those guys. Now, defensive coordinator for the Miami Hurricane. Now, I have heard some information. Unfortunately, on this video, I cannot put that out because, you know, I don't like to rumor and speculate or whatever, this, that, and the third, but where there's smoke, there's fire. But let's just say there's a candidate that is one of the top defensive coordinators in the country as of right now. Yes, big name. When you guys hear about it, if I see it posted in the media publicly, then I'll start talking to you guys about it, because you know a lot of you guys don't believe shit until you see somebody with a blue check or credentials, you know, put it out there. But just, hey man, that's the only clue I could give you guys, and I shouldn't even done that. But anyways, oh man, this staff, from what I'm hearing, for the Miami Hurricanes will be prolific. This will be one of those moments in time that nobody can forget. Mario Cristobal staff will be state of the art. Not the stadium, but the staff. Well, the stadium, if it happens, will be state of the art too, according to Ruiz. But yeah, man, there's a lot of buzz. There's a lot of things going on now. Oh yeah, from the beginning of the Manny Diaz. A lot of us has moved on from Manny Diaz, a thing of the past. He left the Hurricanes with a distasteful message, with a little sourpuss message. Yes, saying that, you know, the way that we handled firing him was basically unclassy. Now, Manny Diaz, let me ask you a question, Manny Diaz. When you was given the role as the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes, 2 weeks after signing for Temple, going out recruiting for Temple, telling kids to come to Temple, got kids to sign to Temple, and then boom, you're the Hurricanes head coach. Did you have the courtesy to tell those kids at Temple, hey, I'm going to Miami, you know, blah, this, that, and the third? No, those kids found out through social media. They found out through Twitter. They found out that way, not from your mouth. You didn't have the courtesy to tell these kids that. But now you're mad at Miami for firing you and not having the courtesy to fire you before you went out and do your role as a coach. Listen, it is what it is. Manny Diaz, you was the guy, you was the backup plan, okay? You was the backup plan, plain and simple. Ain't no way around it. You was the backup plan. If things hadn't worked out with Mario or any top candidate, I mean, all of them, to be honest, was better than you. So if it didn't work out with Mario or any of those guys, you would have been retained for a year. You was the backup plan, sir. Sometimes we got to be backup plans. It is what it is. It is what it is. Every girl didn't get the guy that they wanted, they got the backup plan. Every guy didn't get the girl that they wanted, they got the backup plan. So sometimes you just got to play your role as a backup plan. Now, there's a opening for the FIU job, and I've been hearing Manny Diaz's name tied to it. Not quite sure how Manny Diaz feel. I haven't heard any official message or anything coming out of the Manny Diaz camp saying that he would take the FIU job. Who knows? Manny Diaz is owed a buyout by Miami. I think it's around $8 million. So for the next 2 years, if he doesn't find a positional coach or coordinator or even head coach job somewhere else, he could sit on vacation for 2 years, guys, and just collect his buyout, which right now probably would be the best bet for him, because I don't think any job would pay Manny Diaz top dollars. Now, let me know in the chat, let me know in the comment section down below, would Manny Diaz be a splash hire for the university FIU, Florida International University? Would he be a splash hire for them? Do you guys want to see Manny Diaz coaching for them? Would that be like a downer for you to see him in South Florida still, you know, coaching? Do you feel for the kids that if he were to go to FIU, a lot of the inner city kids would not get the proper chance? Because, you know, Manny Diaz is literally one of those guys that are scared to go to the trenches. I'm talking about the hood. And do you think those kids would even get developed if they go there and Manny Diaz was a coach? Who would his coaches be? What would be the budget for, you know, the staff? As you guys know, Bush Davis kind of put it out there that FIU was on the downfall because of financials. But anyways, man, like, share, subscribe. Let's get the channel to 10,000 subs. So if you are watching these videos and you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go.